Hello, I am Teresa Sim, EAP Manager for Relationships Australia WA, or RAWA as we sometimes call ourselves. This short video is to give you information about Relationships Australia and our Employee Assistance Program, or EAP as it's known. Relationships Australia WA is a not-for-profit organisation that has been around for over 60 years. Starting as a marriage guidance council, we provided couples counselling. However, over 60 years, we have broadened our approach to value all kinds of personal relationships in a healthy society. Relationships Australia is all about quality relationships. The range and style of services have expanded to encompass the complexities faced by the community. Services such as counselling have expanded to encompass individuals, families and groups. Education programs cover couple relationships, post-separation, step-families, communication skills and parenting. The growth in the community services sector has led to the development of services that now include child contact services, family dispute resolution and family relationship centres. RAWA has extensive experience in working with family violence. This includes working with men, women and children who have perpetrated, experienced or seen abuse in their families or in their relationships. An increasing number of services have been created tailoring to specific needs in the community. This includes programs working with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, culturally diverse people, older Australians, and young people who have or are at risk of mental health issues. These and many more steps have shaped Relationships Australia into the dynamic professional organisation it is today, constantly refining and adding services to support all kinds of relationships, reflecting the complexity of 21st century life. An employee assistance program is a service provided by your employer to support their employees. Your employer is aware that everyone will experience issues and difficulties throughout their life. These may be work-related or personal. To help you meet these challenges, you have been given access to an EAP service. The primary service of EAP is for you to be able to access counselling at no charge with Relationships Australia WA. You have an allocated number of sessions you can access each year. To find out how many sessions and if your immediate family members can access the service, you can give us a call and we'll let you know. Counselling is an opportunity to discuss issues that are causing concern in a supportive, respectful and confidential environment. People can attend counselling as individuals, couples or as a family. Counselling for children is also available. In the sessions, counsellors facilitate discussion about the issues that are causing concern, exploring factors that might be influencing those situations and supporting clients to work towards dealing with or resolving the issues in a way that suits the individual client. I believe it is important to remember that issues can be big or small. People often believe they need to have a serious issue before accessing counselling. Counselling can be a big help with any concern you may be having. Counselling is about developing a relationship with your counsellor, which will allow you to explore your issues openly with a trusted person, knowing that what you will be saying will not leave the room. Often counselling can be seen as checking in, talking over your life, direction or new developments such as a new job or relationship that you can discuss with an objective person. The issue may be in relation to your work or purely personal, or you may find that work is impacting your personal life or vice versa. Some of the common matters discussed include stress and fatigue, couple and family issues, separation and divorce, conflict and harassment, addictions, anxiety and depression, bereavement, financial issues, work and career problems, and adjustment to organisational change. Our counsellors are directly employed by Relationships Australia WA. We ensure all our counsellors have a minimum of 2 years' experience and have a relevant university qualification. This could be a Masters of Counselling, Bachelor of Social Work, or Bachelor of Psychology. The benefit of employing all our counsellors directly is we can ensure the quality of the service provided. This is through regular training, group and individual supervision, and peer support. With new research and understanding, we equip all our counsellors with the latest evidence-based techniques. When you book in, don't be afraid to inquire about anything in particular you may want. A common request is for a male or female counsellor. Also, if you find you aren't connecting with your counsellor, you can always ask to switch. The relationship you develop with your counsellor is one of the most important factors for successful counselling. Often that connection you have with your counsellor is indefinable, and you may simply connect with one counsellor better than another. I promise they won't be offended. There is no cost to the employee for using the service. You can access your allocated sessions each year free of charge. Each RAWA location has appointment times available inside and outside business hours. Face-to-face counselling at our premises are the most popular method of counselling. However, should you not be able to get to one of our branches, we can also offer telephone and online counselling. We will do everything we can to offer you an appointment within 3 working days from when you contact us. However, should you not be available or have any specific requests, such as only being available certain days or after hours, then an appointment may take a bit longer. The aim is to book you in as soon as possible. Please remember, we require 24 hours notice if you need to cancel or reschedule an appointment. If we don't receive this notice, you run the risk of having this session counted as one of your available sessions. An important feature of EAP is confidentiality. Although your employer is providing this service to you, we do not advise your employer who accesses the service. Counselling is considered a confidential service, and we are not allowed by law to disclose who attends. The only instances we might break this is if we were concerned for your safety or the safety of someone else. Should we ever need to communicate with your employer about you, we would need your written consent before we could do this. Our aim of EAP is not to give your employer an avenue to spy on their employees, but to empower their employees to better deal with the issues that invariably everyone faces in their lives. Confidentiality will be discussed with you by your counsellor at your first session. It is important to know when EAP might not be the appropriate service for you. This is usually in an emergency situation. In an emergency, you would still contact 000 if you needed the police, ambulance or fire brigade. In a crisis situation or for suicide support, the best contact is Lifeline on 13 11 14. We can certainly organise emergency appointments should they be required. However, in a crisis situation, an organisation such as Lifeline would be more appropriate. If you are unsure, you can always call us and we can advise if our service is appropriate or point you in the right direction of the service that would be more suitable. RAWA has offices throughout the Perth metro and regional areas. For our metro locations, we have offices in West Leederville, Fremantle, Joondalup, Gosnells, Midland and Kwinana. In regional WA, we have offices in Mandurah, Bunbury, Busselton, Albany and South Hedland. All our offices are designed to be private, safe and welcoming environments suitable to the privacy required for our services. To access EAP, you just need to call 1300 364 277. Depending on how you contact us, you will either be directed to the closest Relationships Australia branch, or you can select the location most convenient for you. Your call will then be directed to this branch's customer service officer. Let them know who you work for and you wish to access EAP. They will then take it from there. You can just call us and book in for yourself, but keep EAP in mind for your workmates. If you are a manager or a supervisor and think EAP may be helpful for one of your workers, you may want to suggest this, or maybe hand them a discreet business card when meeting with them. If you have a friend at work going through a hard time or you've noticed a change, they seem a bit down or withdrawn. EAP may be a more private way of talking through their problems if they are reluctant about sharing them at work. Or if you are making a phone call with them, find a private office and support them. Often that first phone call is the hardest step for people to make. EAP not only provides support for employees, but provides an avenue of care for managers and supervisors who have identified their workers has issues but do not feel they have the tools or understanding to help them directly. Often when managers are presented with employees' mental health issues, they don't feel they know enough to help, even if this is what they want to do. EAP can be there for the worker to access to help with their issues. The manager may also want to access the service, and this may be around how to support this employee. If you would like to know more about Relationships Australia WA, please visit our website at www.relationshipswa.org.au. As a community organisation, we are also active on social media via Twitter and Facebook if you wanted to catch up with us there. As the EAP manager, I'm available should you have any questions or comments about the service. I am contactable via phone. Just call 1300 364 277 and ask for the EAP manager, or via email at eap@relationshipswa.org.au. Thank you very much for your time and watching this quick video. I hope this has given you some insight into our EAP service.